you understand?
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
There's just not enough people are willing to take the risk. It's just sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
I'm born, sent here to fall under another spell, blindly green. Sacrifice me, flow down the stream, over the waterfall, send me smiling faces through the ages, animated, innocently, ever waiting, turning the pages slow. Desperation ups the stakes onto the tables, holding aces and never pays while never romancing gold. Under the skin I grow, but under the wheels I fall. Colors of green, misguided deeds. Down with the dogs I feed, breathing sleep. Hypnotize me, poison my dreams. You wake my memories gently. Silences through the ages, animated, innocently, ever
friends, the time for mediocrity and broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you were tuned in to The Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock. Online at TonyJones.org. On Facebook, it's Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Be sure to go to RIFreeRadio.org. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me. Kicking off the show with a little bit of The Damned, Under My Wheels. That was a bit of a deep cut here on The Tony Jones Show. That was from 2009 when The Damned came through. They performed live at WFMU up in Boston. Now, the reason we'll be playing a few Damned tracks today throughout the broadcast is because 40 years ago today, that's right, 40 years ago on this very date, one of my favorite bands put out one of my favorite albums. I, of course, speak of The Damned. They released the punk single New Rose, and just a fantastic full-length album. The album was called Damned, 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 and it was just one of my favorite kind of because they mixed goth and punk together, and there was something really, really different that I got turned on to quite later in their career. But actually, they're going to have some new music coming out. So 40 years ago today, the debut of The Damned. Some deep cuts here on The Tony Jones Show. Big show for you. Eric Tier is here. He has a big charity extravaganza coming up. He also has a show coming up at Firehouse 13. There's a GoFundMe account, all for a few different charities, but one of them being one of my favorite charities, which is Toys for Tots. Now, the reason we love Toys for Tots here is because, and we've talked about this a few times on the program throughout the years, Toys for Tots, for the most part, has no overhead. So the gifts go directly from your donation through the Marines to the needy children. So there's nobody in the organization driving around in limos, flying around in private jets, pocketing your money. This is probably, when you donate to these things, you do have to do your due diligence. And in my opinion, Toys for Tots is at the top of the list. So we'll talk about that in just a bit. But before that, we'll get back down to the local music. 1031 on tap for you, my favorite track off of their new EP. So we'll play it here on The Tony Jones Show. It's Hands That Feed. You heard it here first.
Evil thoughts are not the same. Evil dudes you cannot blame. Ride the tide, but you can't hide. Seek the truth from deep inside. Hold the side, but will not tell. Hold the side, but will not sell. Ride the tide of lullaby. Seek the truth from deep inside. Do you
Just My Luck, the name of that one. Some Pistol Shot Gypsy right here on the Tony Jones Show. Before that, we heard from Vice Squad, Latex, another older school punk band putting out some new music. And then last time we chatted, I brought you into some 1031. We heard Hand That Feeds. We heard it all here on the Tony Jones Show, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Be sure to go to TonyJones.org and RIFreeRadio.org. We got to give a shout out to our good friend Lisa Monday. She is the proprietor of Whatever 68 Radio, and she's listening to us live from San Diego, California. That's right, good old California. Go to whatever68radio.com to check out her fine streaming station, some great punk rock you can hear over there, including a great band called Tony Jones and the Cretin 3. And, it's not very many stations that will cross-promote other stations, but I'm happy to do it, and I'm happy to support folks that are doing good broadcasting as opposed to the audio diarrhea you hear on the air when you flip through the over-the-air channels. But I'll digress because we're going to get to our in-studio guest. He is Eric Tier. He has a big show, big charity show coming up. We'll talk about that in just a bit. Actually, incidentally, Pistol Shot Gypsy is going to be playing for you at Firehouse 13 in just a couple weeks, right?
Yes.
So tell us how you got your start in all of this. You are a production company owner, a live music photographer, a DJ, but how did it all start for you?
Back in 1994, I did my first Toys for Tots benefit at the old JR's Fastland in Providence, and It was just something I felt like I needed to do at the time, and that's where that ended at that point. After the Station nightclub fire, I did a few benefit concerts for that. And about 7 years ago, I had found some old photos, and I scanned them and put them on Facebook. And somebody made a comment how that was the Toys for Tots benefit that they played back in '94.
Wow.
So I decided to see if I could do it again, and for the past 7 years, I've been doing them every year. And they've been great turnouts. Actually, at 1 year, I had to do 4 of them. So I had Club Hell, I had Mardi Gras, I had the Whiskey Republic, and the Rock Junction, all in the same year. I had 28 bands doing 4 benefits, all for Toys for Tots.
And to bring it full circle now with the rebranding, your first show was at JR's Fastlane, and then because of Mardi Gras rebranding, this show will also be at JR's Fastlane. You know, it's amazing how social media and technology can kind of bring stuff like that full circle, and just bumping into folks remembering times that happened years and years ago. It's intense. So there's a GoFundMe account associated with this show also. Tell us a little bit about that and how folks can donate. I've
got 6 people cutting their hair on stage with me. 3 of us have GoFundMe pages. The GoFundMe money is going to St. Jude's. All 6 of us are cutting our hair on stage for Wigs for Kids. And the cover for the concert is $10 or a brand new toy. You can do both if you want. And that goes to the Marines Toys for Tots. All the cash raised at the front door for the Rock Room goes to the Marines because they have a deal with Toys R Us to get a discount on toys, which provides more toys for the kids to have Christmas.
Right, yeah. If you're like me and you absolutely hate to shop, what the Marines do is they kind of go out and buy this stuff in bulk with the cash donation. So if you're more towards just maybe you have more money than you do free time, that's a great option. They've really stretched the money out on the side of the Marines.
We're also going to have T-shirts and beanies and koozies for sale at the benefit. All the money raised from those will also be going to all 3 charities. There's going to be quite a few raffle and auction items. All of the money raised by those are also going to be split between all 3 charities.
Was there any specific reason why you picked these 3 charities for this, or
because they're all children oriented and all 3 are 100% nonprofit?
Right.
Wigs for Kids actually goes to the hospitals and donates the wigs right to the family or to the kids at no charge. St. Jude's does not charge the families to be at the hospitals, or they don't give them a time limit on being with their children, so there's no visiting hours, so to say, as there are at regular hospitals. And I think if a kid needs a parent to be by their side at 3 a.m.,
right,
they should be there.
So be it, yeah. And again, as we mentioned at the top of the hour, these are the charities that there's nobody making a huge salary. There's nobody running around in a private jet or a limousine. These are the charities where the money actually goes to the folks in need. So if you're interested in the event or the GoFundMe, I actually shared them both on the Rhode Island Free Radio Facebook page, which is facebook.com/RI Free Radio, and on the Tony Jones Show Facebook page. So if you didn't catch everything that you needed to, just go ahead over there and click through. And, we'll be talking about it more between now and the top of the hour. But, of course, the Tony Jones Show is all about the music. So we're going to hear from Sex Coffee. Then we're going to continue to celebrate the damned. But this is Love Lust up next for you. Some Sex Coffee right here on the Tony Jones Show.
Reads in the dark. All I see when I close my eyes, the angel in this nightmare. Something new by design. Sick with twisted love and lust. And pull my ribs and bones aside. If only you could make me feel my heart's for you, the pleasure's mine. Anyway, I could just to know you, to feel you, feel you, feel you. Any chance to crawl inside you, this lust for love breaks through. Every day I could just to know you, to feel you, feel you, feel you. lies all over me. All this fake was all shit. But what is really for real? And what I go through to believe in. Anyway, I could just to know you. To feel you, feel you, feel you. Any chance to crawl inside you. This lust for love breaks through. Every day I could just to know you. To feel you, feel you, feel you. This lust for love rings through. Before I die, I swear I will find you.
right. Cold moon and the stars watch us from above, guiding all the time. Buried deep in our coffins, nameless graves leave us forgotten. Yet one day we shall be revealed. Searching for the lies behind us, reaching for that silver lining, wondering we always will be. Cold moon and the stars watch us from above, guarding all the time, all the cold moon and the stars watch us from above. Cold moon and the
Our old pal Michael Graves right here on the Tony Jones Show off of Night of Sam Hain. You just heard Shadow. Before that, we continued to celebrate the Damned. 40 years ago today, they released that song, New Rose, the single off of Damned, one of my favorite bands of all times. And then last time we chatted, I brought you into a little sex coffee. We heard Love Lust right here on the Tony Jones Show. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me, and to all the folks checking in online during the live broadcast. Of course, if you can't check us out live, we are in podcast form. DJ Psycho Eddie is here. Eric Tier is here. Have you guys heard about this yoga pants controversy?
No.
I'm a very big supporter of yoga pants.
Can you believe that someone would actually consider protesting yoga pants? Now, Eddie, I think you and I could personally bring this protest to its knees by heading up to the boycott today and donning pairs of yoga pants.
They would definitely be crying if they saw the hail damage that is my nether regions. Now, this is taking place in Bristol, correct?
Right. It's happening as we speak if you're catching us live.
If you're catching us live, you're obviously not at the protest.
So what happened was a guy wrote a letter to the editor complaining, saying no women over 20 should be wearing yoga pants. And, of course, the lady folks, they went nuts. And they're actually staging a protest walkabout today where they've invited women of all shapes, sizes, and ages to put on their yoga pants and have a peaceful protest today. It's
I'm at a loss for words
exactly,
right now. Why
yeah.
are we here and not there?
You guys could do this live there, couldn't you?
why aren't we doing a Facebook Live video feed? I mean
sure
that with all due respect.
Somebody has to be doing that. In fact, I'm going to search the internet right now, looking for live feeds of yoga pants.
Talk about a cause I can get behind. All right, let's get back on track here because Eric Tier's in studio. He has a big show coming up. Rocking My Hair Off, 8 bands, 3 charities, 1 night. It's going to be happening at Mardi Gras December 17th. Tell us more about the bands that will be playing throughout the night.
I have Beast Over Boston, which is an Iron Maiden tribute band. I have Sunset Steel, 80s hard rock. Sinners Inc., which is a 90s alternative band. I've got Rahway, which is a band coming out of Rahway, New Jersey, and they're an original band. I've got Under Surveillance, also doing alternative music, Godsmack, little Metallica. I've got Stardust, who is actually a national touring supergroup featuring members of Bang Tango, Mr. Biggs, Eric Martin, Adler, and Ace Frehley. So they will be covering music from all 4 of those bands, Guns N' Roses, Kiss, Mr. Big, and, of course, Bang Tango. And I have an Alice in Chains tribute band, which is Alice. And then I have Opiate finishing the night, which is a Tool tribute band and probably one of the best in New England.
And we were talking during the music that you have folks coming from all over New England and beyond to see you get cut.
Yes, because most of my friends have never seen me with short hair. And I definitely want to be here to see the cutting on stage, if nothing else for the amusement factor. And I decided that we're going to play Godsmack's Crying Like a Bitch in the background while we do it, because it will be fitting.
That is awesome. I mean, talk about perfect background music.
That's what I thought. And I think at one point I want to have one of the mics up against the hair as they do the initial cut slow, so you hear every blade of hair getting cut. Yep.
Let's hear some more local music, and then we'll talk a little bit more about Eric's experiences throughout the years in the entertainment industry, the luxurious entertainment industry, as it were. But Satellites Fall is up next for you. This track is One Night. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show.
She was
Did you take a walk down the 17 spoons all around? Didn't know it'd be so scary. Gonna be alright. Ghosts rock and roll, bones rattling, skeleton hollers. Ooh, wanna know? Make
Yes, another deep cut, The Headless Horseman, right here on the Tony Jones Show. Ghost Rock and Roll Graveyard, the name of that one. Before that, Local Boys, Local Legends, Vague Perception, Lift Me Up. Then last time we chatted, I brought you into a little Satellites Fall. That was One Night. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Be sure to go to rifreeradio.org and TonyJones.org. DJ Psycho Eddie is here. He is very intently following the Yoga Pants controversy. He is our special correspondent to Yoga Pants for Rhode Island Free Radio. And my in-studio guest is Eric Tier. He has a big charity show coming up. But I want to talk a little bit about, well, you're a guy who's been doing this for quite some time in the entertainment industry. So what was your best band or show experience, either a show you've gone to or a show you've put on?
That would be tough because I've seen so many shows, especially after the few years now that I've been doing concert photography. But last year I was at a music festival in Jersey, and there was a band that was playing, and I've been a drum tech, so watching this was incredible. The drummer broke the head on his kick, and they kept playing. The drummer from the band previous saw it. Him and his tech grabbed their kick drum and changed kicks in the middle of the song.
Damn.
Without them stopping.
Wow.
And I've never seen that before. So I was quite impressed with that. Overall, I've seen some great, great shows. Everybody from the 80s up till now.
So the flip side of that, and if you want to leave the name out for, so nobody gets butthurt, what is the worst show you've either been to or been a part of or put on over the years?
I've been to a couple of music festivals that were just out of control because nobody knew where they were supposed to be going.
Right.
Whether it was media, nobody knew where the artist check-in was, nobody knew where the box office was. It becomes a complete cluster where even when you give somebody directions, they argue with you. Yeah, but they told... I understand that's what they told you, but we have a sign that says artist check-in, not box office. But yeah, I see a lot of different things being on all sides because being a promoter, doing bookings, doing photography, being a drum tech, a light tech, stagehand, security, merch, you tend to watch everything a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And you see, like, I'd like to change different things, like here and there, but things have been running with that crooked wheel for so long, it's just going to keep going.
Oh, sometimes, and I've had this situation, sometimes you have to tell yourself, like, you're about to jump in, then you realize and you say, so that's right, this isn't my show.
Yep.
This isn't my show. I don't have to worry about the fact that the promoter just filled up their pockets and they're walking out the back door because this isn't my show.
That's a mantra I have to live by. Not my circus, not my monkeys. That's why I love what I do. I sit in a corner, usually up in a booth, segregated
on a perch
from everywhere else. And whatever happens, happens. I have no control over it. Just step back and enjoy the carnage.
So tell everybody one more time, as we are starting to run out of time, about the event on December 17th for all these great charities.
It's a Wigs for Kids, Toys for Tots, St. Jude's. I have 8 bands playing, 3 tribute, 3 covers, 1 original, and 1 national touring supergroup. And all 3 charities are nonprofit, and that's why I chose them, and they're all children-oriented. And I think every kid needs to have a Christmas. I think every kid needs to feel good about themselves. And I think every kid should have their family with them in a bad time like that. And that's why I chose those 3 charities.
And again, if you're donating out there for this holiday season, I commend you for that. Keep up the great work. Consider donating, but please, please, please do your due diligence and stay away from the charities out there with the private jets. If the CEO is like Ric Flair wearing a $500 suit and driving around in a limousine, please consider running your money in a different direction. And again, there is a GoFundMe account, which we shared on the Rhode Island Free Radio Facebook page and also on the Tony Jones Show Facebook page. And, with GoFundMe, Eric, I'm sure you can attest to the fact that every little bit counts. If you
Yes,
have
it
$5,
does.
if you can do $10,
And even though GoFundMe with WePay, who they use for the checks, they take out a total of 7.9%, and then WePay also takes out an extra 30 cents per donation. I'm actually making up the difference on all three of my GoFundMes between me, Brad, and Zach to cover the difference so that I will be donating 100%.
nice. So currently on the GoFundMe, they're up to $850 of a goal of $2,500. So it's moving. It looks like it's moving along nicely. Donations coming in as soon as just a few hours ago.
Yes.
So go to the Tony Jones Show Facebook page. Go to the RI Free Radio Facebook page for more information if you can make it out, if you can donate. If you can't make it there, then you have the GoFundMe. And we're going to leave here. I want to get to a double shot of Morris and the East Coast because they're coming in by request. I had a conversation on Facebook with someone this week who said, "What's that band that you played?" And I have to remind them that I have been on the radio for quite a few years now, and you're going to have to be a little bit more specific than what's that band you played. And as we broke it down and whittled it down, we realized that they were talking about Morris and the East Coast, which DJ Psycho Eddie is a band that you turned me on to quite a few years ago. And
You have to be more specific. I've been drinking for years now.
they're becoming more and more popular here on the Tony Jones Show, so I want to make sure we get to a double shot. And just real quick, I want to congratulate our own George Garner. Today is, yes, his first day as a married man. His wedding was yesterday. Everything went off without a hitch, and that was my first time ever being a part of a traditional wedding. So I've been a part of a ton of weddings, either as the officiant or as a guest or as a groomsman. But this is my first time ever being part of a, Eddie, when I tell you, classic wedding. Full Catholic Mass. I guess I didn't know there's a new sacrament for the wedding, so this is the first time. So I went through a Catholic Mass.
A new sacrament.
It's the first time they changed it since the 80s. And
You have to fill me in on this.
Yeah, I thought you were a good Catholic boy.
I am a good Catholic boy. I like you, I am at weddings constantly as a DJ, and I have yet to experience said new sacrament.
Yeah, it's brand new. So it was just a full-blown Catholic old-school wedding, and I was a little nervous about it because it was something I had never been a part of before, but everything went very smoothly, and it was just a great day. And as I was sitting in the wedding, I was thinking, as a longtime friend of George, just imagine if I could pull out a picture of George with hair down to his ass, with a beard, wearing a leather jacket, probably with a switchblade in his pocket. What would these nice Catholic folks think of the man that their daughter is marrying? But that's what happened. The wedding wasn't through, as we talked about off the air, the wedding isn't what really threw me off. It was the house in the suburbs. That really threw me off. But I digress because we need to get down to a double shot of Morris and the East Coast here on the Tony Jones Show. We're going to kick it off with I Lost My Telephone. Bye, everybody. Bye.
sign my check, but now I'm naked, head upset. Lost my telephone. I lose everything now. Forget everything I know. Whoa. Lost my goddamn telephone. Lost my goddamn telephone. Mom Pepita down on the corner, matching Richard, black stiletto. Whoa, they don't know you. They don't know you tonight. Down on the pavement, the dirty pavement, singing my sweet song for all the ladies. Yeah, they don't know me. They don't know me tonight. All of my time I've been wasting online. I've been holding out for someone. All of my time I've been wasting online. I've been holding out for someone like you. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I met a man once. His name was Jesus. He was a Mexican. He served me hot lines. They don't know you. They don't know you tonight. All of my time I've been wasting online. I've been holding out for someone. All of my time drinking whiskey and I've been holding out for someone like you. It's true. It's true.
From Monday to Tuesday, you don't have any fun. From Wednesday to Thursday, just gonna out for a run. Friday and Saturday, you're always getting drunk. And Sunday, you stay at home and never go to church.
Welcome, My Night Outers, to another fun-filled episode of My Night Out Radio. In studio tonight, we have the one, the only, Eric Tier.
How are we doing, folks?
Blackwing Productions. You're also a DJ, E-Rock Photography.
Yep.
Master of many trades.
Yes, especially with the music industry.
Okay. We also have, as always, the Robin to my Batman.
Be gentle. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, you're going to be hating me today. We have Tony Jones in studio making us sound as wonderful as we do. We do have to start off. Now, I'm going to throw this out to you quickly. Think of a restaurant that you've been to in the last week or so you can talk to us about it.
Would be Cozy Grill on Warwick Ave in Warwick. It's also one of my sponsors on the benefit. It's a nice little breakfast and lunch place. They're open from 6 in the morning till 2:30 in the afternoon. Great food, great staff, and they've been around for, I believe, over 20 years.
Awesome. Well, I, however, have been all over the state, and I've been going more lowbrow, more the working man class food, not the hoity-toity, pinky out when you're drinking your soda type stuff. First off, I was in Jamestown. Why? Well, because of the Preppy Pig. Now, I talked about it really quickly last week. This week, I'm going to be a lot more in-depth because I actually went down there because the food is just that good. It is a barbecue place right on Narragansett Avenue in Jamestown. They also have another one in Warren, Rhode Island. You got to know the place is going to be good. When you drive up, and there is a smoker the size of a small garage in front of the building. The brisket absolutely fell apart when you try to eat it. That nice crust to it. The pulled pork was amazing. They had beef ribs, and this is not a joke. I bought 2 beef ribs that weighed out at 3 pounds. 2 ribs, 3 pounds. These things are absolutely huge. And of course, you got to have your sides, which come whenever you order your meat. You order by the pound or the half pound, and it comes with cornbread, pickled vegetables, pickled cabbage, coleslaw, and pickled jalapenos. I know. I've got a receipt in my truck right now for $150 worth of barbecue. I did some experimenting.
Apparently.
Definitely did some product research. It was worth it.
As somebody who's from that neck of the woods, this is a great time of year to hit Jamestown, Newport, and to get into all those restaurants with no lines, no waits. You have your run of the place, and it's still the same quality.
Well, beginning of October is usually when, as they call it down in Charleston and whatever, all the foreigners go away. That's the people from Connecticut and New York who are vacationing.
Oh, Providence.
So, no, Providence they don't mind because you're from Rhode Island. It's only 20 minutes up the road. However, if you're from New York, you are the scourge of these places because you basically plug up every parking lot, every side street or whatever. You just see plates from New York, Connecticut, sometimes Massachusetts, but mostly New York and Connecticut. So when I went down there, I've got a big truck, and I just right down the main road. No one was in my way. Granted, no one gets in the way anyways, but I went right down, right back over. And the only part that was a little scary was coming over the bridge. It was kind of windy, and my truck acts like a sail. Place number 2 I got to talk about. I went for a ride yesterday, and I ended up in Killingly, Connecticut.
Damn.
Well, if you're going down Route 6 from Scituate, Johnston, whatever, and you just keep going, when you see the sign that says, "Welcome to Connecticut," before you get to that sign, the very last right-hand turn in Rhode Island. I can't even tell you the name of the road because it just went by that quick. However, I ended up in Killingly at Pizza King.
Been there.
So you know how scary it is to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
You take that long, winding road. The road's bearing to the left. There's a dirt drive road, whatever, that goes up over a hill, and all you can see is the roof of this building. And when you pull into the parking lot and look at the building with the lake behind it, it kind of is reminiscent of Camp Crystal Lake.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you, I was a little bit afraid. However, when I walked in, all my fears went away because the guy that was behind the counter, older gentleman, well-weathered, I think is the word I'm going to look for. A well-weathered gentleman hands you your menus, sit anywhere you'd like. By the way, we have lobster bisque and snail salad. Now, I don't know if you know where Killingly, Connecticut is. Look it up in your atlas. And there is no salt water anywhere near there. But it sounds just so wrong, it had to be right. And I went for the lobster bisque. It was worth it. Also, the pizza, the crust was excellent. It is a pan pizza. It's not done on a stone. It's not one of these things you're going to get right away. They take their time. It is a true artisanal pan pizza. Well worth it. We got meatball, eggplant, and onions. And the sheer volume of cheese that was on top of this pizza. Now, I did not order extra cheese. I don't know if someone messed up and gave me it. But there had to be a good half-inch of cheese on top of this thing.
Wow.
I love cheese. And it was almost all mozzarella. So when you're pulling the first slice and it's stringing out like a foot and a half. Oh, my God. It was awesome. And
Need a pair of scissors to cut it?
No, we just kept pulling it till it finally broke. I got to say, the pizza was amazing. We also got sweet potato fries. Now, most places either load it up on hot sauce or ketchup or whatever. This is the only place that actually walks up with a bottle of what appeared to me anyways, of real maple syrup. You can't have, and they actually say this, you can't have sweet potato fries without maple syrup. So, you could hear the music behind us coming to a crescendo. That's how great it was. And I got to say, I will never have sweet potato fries now again without maple syrup. That's number 2. Number 3, now this is the one that's going to really get you. I was talking about Doherty's Lakeside a couple weeks ago. I've been there several times because I'm trying to drink my way through their beer menu. However, they have rebranded. It is now called the Tioga Tavern. Now, the only difference, I mean, the only difference is the sign.
Right.
The service is excellent. I had a blackened chicken sandwich with sweet tater tots. I'm a sucker for sweet potatoes. I don't know what it is, but they actually make their own, or I think they do anyways.
I've never heard of anywhere
tater
else.
Tots. And I also had I split a pulled pork quesadilla with my wife. I had about 7 or 10 beers or whatever. But
now I heard that one thing that changed with that location was the price point. So it's the same owner rebranded with a different name, but they wanted to bring down some of the price points on the food.
The prices came down considerably.
That's not something you see every day. Prices coming down.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've been there before by myself, spending $75, $80 on lunch. Granted, I had a good buzz when I left. Now, I went out, my wife, myself, and another couple, and altogether it only came to about $85, $90. I still, walking out with my traditional buzz. We all ate. We were all full, and it was so worth it. So that was the Tioga Tavern on Route 3, Tioga Avenue in Coventry.
I will definitely have to check that place out.
Check out all 3 of them. I cannot say enough about all 3 of these places. And if you go to these places, send me your feedback. If you want to send me feedback, mynightoutRadio@verizon.net. Facebook /MyNightOutRadio, MyNightOutRadio.com, MyNightOutRI.com. Hold on a second. I got to brace myself. By the way, this is a Guinness draft this week. Yep, we can do this. We're on the internet. Also, Instagram and Twitter, which I am monitoring right now. DJ Psycho Eddie, look me up. We're going to go to some music right now. A couple more local bands that I've played in the past, and I just like them so much, I'm going to play them again. We're going to leave here with Kyle from the Frenzy of Tongs.
I don't care, I was talking about drinking, when I got drunk, I don't know, he's thinking he has his own way, he'd be drunk if not a day. The guy's a good friend of mine, he loves drinking all the time, drinks until he's deaf and blind, thinking like a pickled mine, Budweiser and Miller too, any type of booze will do, but single malt tried and true, most of all that Guinness brew, Kyle and Cam kept on drinking, when you're drinking, I don't know, he's thinking he had his own way, he'd be drunk if not a day. Get so drunk he
Drinking. Drunk. How's that be? Sick of everything that is me. Looking back with being chased by my ignorance. Not my hair, there ain't nothing but a right now I'm hanging on to my friends and the ones I love. Some still well still know with pain below and above. Been told that Jesus is a way to say why don't join a religious ministry? Lick my fucking rod. I believe in a merciful God. Right now I'm hanging on to my friends and the ones I love. Some still working on with pain below and above. It's my time to live. So much that I have to give. It's not stock as it says. If you just hold on to your life. Right now I'm hanging on to my friends and the ones I love. Cause I'm still working on with pain below and above. I know when it's my time to live.
All right, that was Kilgore. Name of the song, Hang Time. Before that, Frenzy of Tongues. Kyle. In studio tonight, our guest is Eric Tier. Eric, you got some big stuff coming up in December. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
December 17th, I have a benefit concert, 8 bands for 3 charities, Toys for Tots, Wigs for Kids, and St. Jude's. I have 6 people cutting their hair on stage with me. 3 of us are running GoFundMe pages. The GoFundMe money is going to St. Jude's. All 6 of us are cutting our hair for Wigs for Kids. And the door, the $10 cover and or new toy will be going to the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots.
And this is December 17th
at JR's Fast Lane, located inside the Mardi Gras Multi-Club in Cranston.
Okay.
8 hours, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Now, I was just going through quite a few things I like, actually. Again, you're donating your hair for the wigs. You're donating the money to St. Jude's. You're donating the door and the toys to Toys for Tots, which, 3 very good charities, number 1. Number 2, they're all for kids.
Yes.
I got to be careful when I say this, but I will do a lot for a kids-based benefit. I had to change how I was going to word that because it was going to come out very wrong. The other thing I like is, and it's something you only posted in the Facebook event page just the other day. There is positively no guest list, and I'll quote: "Everyone with the band has to come through the front door to get wristbands. Bring a toy. This is a charity event." not many promoters are going to do that. You always have that one band that tries to be, special or whatever. You're laying down the law where, you're coming in, you're either paying or you're donating.
Yes, because this is a charity event that 100% is going to all three charities. To the point of, like I said, GoFundMe charges a percentage, as does WePay, the company they use for the checks. And I understand that they need to make their money. I'm going to make up the difference on all three of the GoFundMe pages that are running. Mine, my friend Brad's, and my friend's son, Zach, who's only 14. Whatever they raise, whatever the difference is between what they raise and what's taken out, I am matching, which is going to probably be about $400 or $500 out of my pocket.
Yep.
So if I can do that, then somebody can spend $5 on a Matchbox toy or a doll or a box of crayons and a coloring book for a kid. Yes, your boyfriend or your husband's band is playing my event. That's great, and I appreciate they're playing it for nothing. But this is a charity event, and everybody should donate something. I've got raffles going on. I've got T-shirts for sale. I've got beanies. I've got koozies. I've got things being raffled off that are one of a kind. You will never, ever get these again.
Well, that's the other thing I was going to get into. You're working on, I should say, if you don't want to say the name of the bands, you could at least say what they are, because you got some very unique items that are going to be raffled off at this event.
Yes. I do have a signed drumhead and drumstick from Battlecross.
Okay.
I have a signed drumhead from Darkness Divided.
Yep.
I have a guitar signed right now by Trickster, Airborne, and Dark Sky Orchestra. I'm looking at getting a couple more band signatures on it, and I want to have it clear-coated, so you will be able to play it because the signatures will be protected.
Yep.
I've got a pool table that's been donated that I'm raffling off.
This is a 9-foot pool table.
Yes. Slate pool table.
Slate pool table with
Three-piece.
red felt.
Yes. It's being donated by two friends of mine that are married, and I am raffling it off at $10 raffle tickets. You can get the tickets ahead of time, or you can get them at the show. I've got a guitar that's getting signed by a national band touring that's been around since the 80s, and that's being sent to me. And I'm also working on getting a guitar signed by a band that will be playing with Five Finger Death Punch in November.
Okay. And now, Tony, you have all of this contact information on the RI Free Radio website, correct?
And I did just slap it on over to the My Night Out Radio Facebook page also, so if folks all already follow you, they can get it there.
Awesome. Now, you and I actually share a pretty similar background, which we're going to hit on briefly for now. Now, you and I are also both DJs.
Yes.
Obviously, you do a lot of photography, which you were talking about. Why don't you get into how you actually got started in all this?
I actually accidentally fell into both of them. I've been DJing for 25 years, and before that I worked in a print shop, and I was doing printing, working sheet fed.
I see the connection.
Well, I started doing sales on the side, so I was getting business coming in for flyers and whatnot, and I was talking to a guy that managed a club in Providence. He told me he was moving to another club. They were going to do this whole grand opening thing. They wanted a bunch of stuff printed up. So when I went down to see them about the printing, they go, "No, we don't do any advertising. We need a DJ, though. Can you DJ?" And I'm like, I've never done it. They put me in the DJ booth, had me trained for a day. That an hour later, they were like, "All right, tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock." And that was 25 years ago.
Do you want to say the name of this club? Or
It was Club Cheaters in Providence.
I tell everyone, I've said it a million times on the air, I started DJing at Club Fantasies pretty much the same time frame you did. And we're all friends here.
Yeah.
We don't judge.
I own my own DJ company, Tier Enterprise DJ, and I do private parties, I do weddings. I do concert photography for the most part, but I do a lot of photo shoots for bands.
Yep.
I have access to a club that I can use their stage and lighting for shots. And I do private shoots for whoever, whenever. To me, it's about the artistry of photography, not about the money. It's about promotion. And that's why, with my benefit, everything's about cross-promotion.
Yep.
I'm getting these bands out. I literally hit 135 radio and internet radio stations with my posters and flyers about this event. I have KNAC in L.A. promoting my benefit with all 8 of these bands on it.
Nice.
These have hit everything from Florida all the way to the West Coast and all the way up into Canada. So to me, I want people who have never seen these bands, people that have suffered loss from cancer, people that know somebody that has, to come out and see these bands and maybe pick up a new fan base. I want the venue to pick up a new fan base by the people I bring in.
Yep.
I want the charities to pick up a new fan base of people that go, oh my God, they actually do 100%. This is worth giving $10 once a year. If everybody donated in the world, or even in the U.S., donated $1 out of their paycheck every week, we could solve the hunger problem. Every kid in the world, in the U.S. would have Christmas. Nobody would be homeless. If everybody in the U.S. donated $1 a week out of their paycheck. That's it.
Oh, I've actually already signed on. I do donate money. It may not be the best charity for all people involved, but I do donate. And if you're listening and you don't donate, if you can, please do. But right now, we're going to cut out to another band that I've worked with, another local band, Rhode Island, Mass. The name of this band is Blindside Thunder. These guys have actually been in studio, and they have given us this a couple copies of their CDs. The name of this song is Rebel Revolution. We'll be back in a minute.
Far and wide, we're gonna spread the word.
It's not so lonely in here with you on my machine. You look so amazing lit up on LCD flat screen. I can see you from far away. I can hear your every move. Have you ever felt like I was there? An invisible guest in your room. 'Cause I'm always listening and I'm always thinking. Gonna take away your solitude. 'Cause I can see you from far away. I can hear your every move. Keep it sexy, no one complains. Keep it legal, I'll kill you. And I'm watching with both eyes. You got a list of your friends and the places you've been. RFID never fails me. Keep me posted with your online history. I've got the letter from Point Blank 7. Double wiretap, so I know you better. Gonna treat you like a criminal, 'cause I like the way you act. I love it when you're dirty and bad. 'Cause I can see you from far away. I can hear your every move. Keep it sexy and no one complains. Keep it legal or kill you.
All right, welcome back, my Night Outers. In studio, like I said before, we have Eric Tier. Now, Eric, you are one of these people that pretty much eat, sleep, and breathe music. And even when you're taking pictures, you're taking pictures of bands.
Yes.
Tell me, let's get into that a little bit. How did the photography end of what you do come in?
I went to Black Friday with a buddy of mine about 4 years ago just to get a digital camera because I figured I wanted one for when my friends' bands played out.
Yep.
Just to get pictures of me and my friends at the shows, no big deal. And then I had a local original band open up for Nonpoint in Connecticut, and they asked if I would come shoot them.
Yep.
So they got me my first photo pass, and I shot them, and I was able to shoot Nonpoint. And ever since then, I've been getting published from national radio stations and national magazines, and I have access to just about any music festival or tour that comes through. And I've got tour managers, I've got friends in bands now, nationals, that I can go. A lot of them I actually have stage access to. Like Bret Michaels, I have stage access almost any show that I go shoot for him.
Nice. Before Tony breaks out the rubber hose, because you can see him glaring at me right now, the band that we just heard before we came back was Down City Armory. The name of the song was Wiretap. Blindside Thunder started off that with Rebel Revolution. Now, getting back to the photography, you were telling me a few stories about different shows. Like you had an awesome shot at the Stick show the other night.
Yeah, actually, it was last night. I actually had two that I'm really impressed with. One of them was of Tommy Shaw himself, and he was on one. He had one knee bent, and he was on the other foot, playing guitar. The guitar was up, and he saw me. As he saw me, he leaned the guitar towards me, and I got a perfect shot of the guitar head, the neck, and him. They're all crystal clear, but it looks like the headstock is just huge because it was like right in front of the camera.
Yep.
and then the net got small, and then it's just him in the background. But it was a perfect shot. And then I think the second shot that impressed me was the last half a dozen shots I took of the night of the last song, the third song actually, was I had my fisheye lens on, and I had him, both guitarists and the bass player, all coming at me. And they came like right to the front of the stage, and I had my camera up high enough, and I got a full shot of all four guys, and the lighting was just perfect on the fisheye lens shot. It was an unbelievable shot of all four of them.
Now, you've done a lot of other major bands recently.
I've done King Diamond, Five Finger Death Punch, Shinedown, but I've done everything from the 80s up. Skid Row, Vince Neil, Slaughter, Kix, Striper.
Now, have you caught a few things on film that you probably shouldn't have?
Always. And I get that from shooting either festivals or on the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Yep.
Because I have a lot of people, and I'm more of a people person than I am just the bands. I want the crowd to be involved. I want people to look at the photos and go, that was me. I was on that cruise. I was at that show. I was at that concert. That's me with so-and-so. And I've had people that have hit me up just because of that, just to look at the pictures I took of them with their friends on a cruise or at a concert.
Yep. And, have you been, what's the word? Paid off is the word I'm looking for, to not publish some of them shots.
I've been strongly asked not to with some of them.
Strongly suggested?
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to take a few seconds to acknowledge a few people right now that are actually listening in. Brianna, Amy with 2 E's, Mike, Kidda, Jenkins from Frenzy of Tongues is listening in. Also the guys from Down City Armory, and all the way from Clearwater, Florida right now, 1031 lead singer Chad. He's also listening in. So, guys, thanks for listening in. If you want to have a request, if you guys want to be on the radio, hit me up, mynightoutradio@verizon.net. We can get you on. If you want to promote a show like Eric here, or if you just want to shameless self-promotion for an hour, hit me up. Also, My Night Out Radio is on Facebook /MyNightOut, MyNightOutRI.com, Twitter, and Instagram, DJ Psycho Eddie, and I am monitoring both of those right now. I'm realizing more and more that I have a lot of very beautiful women that follow me on Twitter and Facebook. However, I got to say, and Tony brought this up in the last hour, the yoga pants parade that is going on in Bristol, I am not getting a single update. Pardon the pun, but not a single thread of information is coming through. So if you guys want, send me some information on this, and I will definitely get it on the air as punctually as possible. Getting back to Eric again, and the show on
November 4th.
November 4th.
It's my first photo exhibit. It will be of a lot of it's concert photography. Some of it are just some scenes that I've shot, sunsets, cloud formations. Just the lighting was unbelievable, the background. A lot of it, what I'm going to do is part of the proceeds from the sales for the month of November are going to be going to my charity. But I also have a friend of mine that is having a benefit for him for early Alzheimer's on November 26th. And what I'm going to do is any photos that are not sold before then, whatever get sold on the 26th will also be donated to his charity for him.
That's November 26th, you said?
Yes.
At Firehouse
13. Yep. And my show is November 4th. I've got 4 bands playing. I have Small Talk, which are a bunch of young kids, 15, 16 years old, all original band, great band. They have an Alice in Chains kind of feel to them. I have Harvest Fly, which is the singer from Opiate and Alice, which are 2 of the bands that are playing my benefit.
Yep.
I have Pistol Shot Gypsy playing.
Yep.
And I also have 3 Parts Dead with their new CD release party that night. So they have a new CD out, and they will be doing the release that night for me.
I actually do play 3 Parts Dead quite often on this radio show. So I might actually have to show up to this one.
Their first album a lot of this stuff reminded me of early Aerosmith.
Yep.
One of their songs actually reminded me of an Aerosmith song almost to a T because of the beat of it. And it's a great song, but the whole band, they're all great guys. They're all down to earth. They will sign anything. They will help out anybody. And they will play any show that they can because they just love to play. So if you have a show you have going on, you have even a backyard barbecue and you want a band to play, Three Parts Dead, Pistol Shot Gypsy, any one of them will play.
Well, was it Rob Dumont from Pistol Shot Gypsy actually played our second anniversary show. He did an acoustic set for us.
Oh, that's
and it was
awesome.
absolutely mind-blowing. Him and Al Diaz.
I know Al as well.
Two great guys. They had a show the night before, but they pulled it out, and they did two really good acoustic sets at Rocky Point Chowder House, which is Chowder Shack, Clam Shack.
Ding, ding, ding.
There we go, Rocky Point Clam Shack. Yeah, which, by the way, is still open. If you're looking for fish chips, whatever, chowder, clam cakes, it's one of the few that they're just going to hold out until the weather gets bad enough where they can't stay open anymore.
Right. Unlike Iggy's, which stays open year-round and still is probably one of the best in New England.
No, I'm sorry. I have to disagree with that.
Really?
Take it from a fat guy. A fat guy will not steer your wrong when it comes to food. And cheap booze.
I think we might have to rename this show. Take it from a fat guy.
Night out.
But all right, why don't we cut to a little bit more music here? Because, well, I want to change gears a little bit when we come back. So this will be a good segue. And unfortunately, we're talking about a fat guy. We're going to go with Cookie and the Monsters. Can't make this stuff up. The name of the song is Leather. We'll be back in a minute.
You're killing me. Cause you're the only thing that I see. Since we fell in love, I can't get your voice out of my head. And some things are better left unsaid. Don't bring me down. I wanna stand forever. I'm not sure how we can do this together. I haven't told. I've been biting down on leather. Your heart is cold. It's been worn out and weathered. Baby, you're killing me. Cause you're the only thing that I see. Since we fell in love, I can't get your voice out of my head. And some things are better left unsaid. Don't bring me down. I wanna stand forever. I'm not sure how we can do told me that night, on that night that you left me there. Oh, can't believe that I could be so naive. Don't believe that you actually care. This love is like an addiction. Sometimes it's killing me. Dysfunction, I'm so addicted, but I can't leave you. This love is like an addiction. Sometimes it's killing me. Dysfunction, I'm so addicted, I can't get clean. I'm not gonna leave you, girl. These years I've wanted what should never be. Now I see that you're no good. Oh, can't believe that I could be so deceived. Don't believe that you actually love me. Oh, this love is like an addiction. Sometimes it's killing me. The dysfunction, I'm so addicted, but I can't leave you. This love is like an addiction. Sometimes it's killing me. The dysfunction, I'm so addicted, I can't get clean.
All right. That was Pistol Shot Gypsy. Name of the song was Love. Was that? That wasn't Love Junkie, was it?
According to my device here, it was.
It was? Okay, that was Pistol Shot Gypsy. Love Junkie. I have to admit, I've been a little distracted because Eric and I share the past of having worked in different gentlemen's clubs.
Together,
we're
but
just
not at the
sharing.
same time.
No, not at the same time, unfortunately. But we have some horrifying stories. Before that was Cookie and the Monsters, Leather. We only got a few minutes left, Eric. Why don't you? Do you want me to go through, or do you want to go through all the bands that are going to be playing at the December 17th show?
I have Beast Over Boston, which is an Iron Maiden tribute.
Yep.
Sunset Steel, which is an 80s hard rock. Sinners, Inc., which is a 90s alternative rock band.
Yep.
Rahway, coming out of Rahway, New Jersey, is an original band where 3 of the members are actually cutting their hair on stage with me. I have Under Surveillance, which is another 90s alternative band. I have Stardust, which is members of Bang Tango, Mr. Biggs, Eric Martin, Ace Frehley, and Adler. So they will be doing Kiss. They will be doing Ace Frehley some his stuff. They'll be doing Adler and Guns N' Roses, as well as Mr. Big, and they will be doing some Bang Tango stuff as well. And then I have Alice, which is an Alice in Chains tribute band, and I believe one of the best Tool tribute bands in New England, which is Opiate headlining. And I want to thank Opiate, actually, because they are backlining the whole night, everything, cabs and drums. So there will be really almost no downtime in between bands, other than 6 people cutting their hair on stage, and we are playing Godsmack's Crying Like a Bitch in the background while we do it, because at least one of us, meaning me, will be crying like a bitch.
Now, I mean, I've gone back in history. I've gone through all of your Facebook, so that's as much history as I can get from them. However, we do have a friend in common. I'm going to call him out by name. Most people call him Fathead. He's down in Zephyr Hills, Florida right now. Yes, Mr. Capora. Mr. Capora, I'm not going to say his first name. Well, hell with it. Chris. He actually introduced the two of us, so he's the one that started the history between the two of us, oddly enough, at a gentleman's club. Yep, he was trying to get me to work there, and it just
And you were
wasn't-
smart, too.
As a stripper?
Yes, actually it was.
Actually, we would have hired him.
Yeah. I would have only worked on Fresh Scar and Gunshot one night, but
You would have worked for Free Bear and Shots.
you got to have a goal. That would be my goal. As long as I can make enough money to cover my drinks, I'm a happy camper at this point in life.
And you don't have to bring your own squeegee.
Yeah, well,
Now
there is
Chris
that.
would have had to do that.
Yeah, that's management's choice.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, please. I tell him far worse to his face. But we'll digress. All right, I got to do this. I went to a wedding, and I saw Chris wearing Crocs and socks. They were black Crocs, and he shined them with Pledge so they would be his fancy go-to-meeting Crocs. Right now, if you could see the face Eric is making trying to hold back the laughter, because it is absolutely hysterical. Yes, I just embarrassed my friend Chris on, well, on the
Anybody
internet.
that knows Chris and is listening to this, make sure you tell them this.
Yes. Tell him Crocs and socks are only for girls and retirees.
And Mario Batali.
He at least has the common courtesy to wear orange ones.
Tell them that Miami Vice is over, and it's been over for 30 years.
Oh, God, I love picking on friends. It's fun. However, we are running low on time. Eric, I got to thank you. Just recap the shows you got coming up. What dates are they?
November
And
4th at Firehouse 13.
Yep.
It is 4 bands and a photo exhibit. All photos will be for sale, and part of the proceeds from the photo sales will be going to the charities for the December 17th show, where I have 8 bands for 3 charities: Wigs for Kids, St. Jude's, and Toys for Tots at JR's Fast Lane, located inside the Mardi Gras Multi Club in Cranston.
And that one is a $10 show.
$10 or a brand new toy.
And how much is the other show?
It's $10.
Okay. Any other shows you got coming up?
As of right now, no.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you for listening to My Night Out Radio, only on RI Free Radio, because I guess no one else will have me at this point. What do you got going on, Tony?
I was just going to say only on Rhode Island Free Radio because all the other stations fired you.
I only got fired from one internet radio station I was doing voluntarily.
That was owned by a complete nut job.
And how do you get fired from an internet radio station?
Even worse, how do you get fired while you're doing volunteer work? I mean, I've heard this happen on cable access a few times.
True.
I also want to give a shout out to a fellow RI Free Radio alum, George Gorner, has finally made the plunge and tied the knot. George, congratulations to you and the missus. Tony, you were there. You want to get a little insight to what happened?
Just a great event. Went very smoothly. Classic, old school Catholic wedding. All the bells and whistles. Let me say, if the bride's father is retired, he might have to go back to work after putting on that wedding this past weekend. I mean, they went all out.
All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Again, if you want to get in touch with me, you want to get some requests on the air, if you want to get your band noticed, if you want to promote something coming up, My Night Out Radio at Verizon.net. We're going to leave here with a little band that I stumbled upon about 2 years ago. It was the first time I put it on the air. It's called Fit for a King. The name of the band is Hooked. Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.